Welcome back to the all-new Rainmaker Show with Bill Walsh, America's business expert. Now, here's your host, Bill Walsh.
Welcome back to the Rainmaker Show. Obviously, you know, we're broadcast all over the world, and of course here in Chicago, AM 560 every Sunday morning. I know it's early, 7 a.m. I appreciate you guys for plugging in, listening in. It was so awesome to have Eric Soderholm on and, you know, talking about what it takes to play in the major leagues in 13-plus years and 270-plus batting average and number one draft choice. It was really cool. Let me tell you something. I've got the next number one draft choice that's on the line today. And it's actually, believe it or not, we went to the same high school. How cool is that? He's actually a former Marist grad and very successful in business, in real estate, in starting companies, and helping others create even more success. And I'd like to share with you some of his information, also an amazing conference he has coming up in the next couple months we're going to work together on. But Rich Killian, you there?
I'm here.
Hey, man, glad to have you on. How are you today?
Real good, Bill. Thanks for having me.
As you know, this is really early on Sunday mornings this goes out, but I know you've got a really busy schedule and a lot going on. But for those of you that have not heard of Rich Killian, you know, who are you? What's the name of your company? And what do you do?
Well, thanks, Bill. Rich Killian, you know, who am I? I guess a guy, right now, currently I own 24 different companies.
Wow.
Yeah, started my first one literally probably about 3-4 months out of college, out of undergrad, and mainly because I really couldn't find a job with my degree. That's how I got
What was your degree in?
Civil engineering, undergrad.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, at the time, going back to about 1999, you know, looked around for months trying to get a job that, you know, I could actually, you know, pay some bills with, and wasn't out there. So I had to kind of figure out my own thing and do my own thing.
And where did you go from there? So you started these companies, and what do most of your companies specialize in?
Mainly real estate. My largest company, my first company, actually, Prospect Equities, a real estate firm, here based in Illinois. Actually, we're the first franchise system for real estate that started in the state of Illinois in Illinois history. So that's kind of cool.
So what does that mean? What exactly does that company do?
It's a real estate brokerage, typical to your Remaxes, your Coldwell Bankers. You know, your big names have been around for quite some time. We're a brokerage, traditional brokerage. So we've got about 600 realtors under our flag right now, and we just sold. This has been our first. Well, 2011 has been our first year for franchises, selling franchises. We're up to 5 have already sold this year. And,
well, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we've got 10.
And are those mainly in Chicago, or are those all over the Illinois, or where are those located at?
Mainly Chicago and the suburbs.
Chicago and the suburbs, okay.
Where we're at right now. We're licensed in 37 states to sell franchises. We haven't really started out of Illinois yet. I'm licensed as a broker in a few different states, but as far as our franchises are concerned, we're starting here trying to build a base here first before we start taking this regional.
But you guys have full service. You have other services too under that real estate umbrella. What are some of those services?
You know, I also own a mortgage company, title company, you know, insurance, that kind of stuff, which facilitates the real estate transaction. So, you know, we are full service. If a client comes to us, they can get, you know, they don't have to, by law, they don't have to use all of our services, but
they can. So it's nice to have that one-stop shop.
You got it.
Cool. And what would you say are your 3 keys to becoming successful in business?
Well, as far as being successful as a business owner or just a successful business model? What
Both. Either one is fine. I mean, just kind of like what your keys to success are in business.
Well, I think persistence is one. I mean, that's
absolutely
foremost. I mean, you have to, first of all, you have to know what you're doing. I mean, right? You have to have a business model and a business plan that works, that's in demand. But excuse me, what you need to do is, you know, be focused on that, and that has to be your passion. I mean, you have to be passionate about what it is you do.
So persistent, passion, right? What's number 3?
Number 3, I would say, is consistency. I mean, that's, you know, consistent at, you know, whatever you're trying to do. Don't be all over the board. Now, it's kind of funny for me to say that because a lot of people say, well, Rich, how can you know, have 24 companies out there and be, I guess, consistent with that? Well, consistency for me is running a company. Okay, so once I set one up, you can always hire.
Well, plus all your companies are also related. I mean, you're not like doing real estate and then I guess, you know, trying to sell surfboards, right?
Exactly. It's all service based. But now with this expo coming up, you know,
yeah, let's talk about that. You've got an amazing expo that we're going to work on together, and I'm really excited about that. But tell me more about the details. This is for any business owner in the country or in the world that would like to come spend 2.5 days with you and a lot of other great thought leaders and business entrepreneur experts. And it's going to be in Chicago, right? May 18, 19, 20, primarily May 19 and 20
right.
At the Donnelly Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont.
Absolutely.
So why should somebody come?
Well, okay. Okay, there's two people that are coming. One is obviously the vendor, the person that owns a business that wants to display their business for the people that are coming. The people that are coming, our target market, are other business owners, okay? Business owners, people looking to start their own business, people looking for secondary streams of income. That's who's going to show up to this. And why? Because we've got great guest speakers, okay? And these guest speakers are there to educate you on the latest topics, different investment opportunities, different management styles, different IT responsibilities that you should be aware of in this day and age to increase your business or increase your exposure.
So like social media, internet marketing, business ownership, all those topics, personal development.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the two reasons you're coming, number one, you own a business, like to get more customers,
right.
Or maybe you have a business, you're looking for ways to expand that business. What about people who want to find a new business? Can they come there and find about new ways to make money?
Absolutely.
Cool.
There's absolutely that as well.
And I know these tickets should be like $5,000, but I know you have them at like a most amazing, ridiculous, incredible rate where they can come spend a couple days for, what is it, less than $50, right?
$35 for a 2-day pass.
Wow. And I know we talked about, too, some of the things as giving some of the money to charity and charitable contributions and some other really cool stuff. So, once again, if you're serious about either acquiring more customers, growing your business, or finding new ways to make money, as you know, we had an event scheduled the same weekend called the Inspiration Conference. We're going to actually bring our conference right inside of this conference because at the end of the day, what they're doing at this expo is really designed around helping people create more success. And what is the website? We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I got some final thoughts. I'm going to bring Rich back because I got some more questions for him. But what is the easiest website? Or you can obviously go to the rainmakershow.com too. We'll have a link on there for you to get tickets. But also, if they wanted information right now about the event, what would be the website we should send them to?
The 2012expo.com.
So the 2012expo.com. We're going to be right back. Bill Walsh, The Rainmaker Show, Rich Killian. Do not go anywhere. Be right back. TheRainmakerShow.com.
Welcome back to the all-new Rainmaker Show with Bill Walsh, America's business expert. Now, here's your host, Bill Walsh.
Welcome back, Chicago, and of course all over the world on TheRainmakerShow.com. I'm on the line today. We've got on Rich Killian, super successful entrepreneur, helping grow companies and businesses and stepping into that limelight of now helping lots of entrepreneurs and business owners grow, hosting the 2012expo.com. Without a doubt, it's going to be one of the most talked about, most sought after tickets in the city of Chicago to be able to attend this May 19 and 20. I think it's like 95 days left before this conference, so it's coming up quick. And there's very limited seating. There's also VIP seating for the event. So I would highly recommend that you can go to the rainmakershow.com starting today, get your tickets, get access, get all the things. And matter of fact, we also have booths available. So, we only have a dozen booths, I think, set aside through Power Team and through the Rainmaker Show. We've got some really special perks with those. So you can call our office direct. You can call 866-238-5920. Ask for Brittany. She can help you with getting your booth set up. We're going to have like an entrepreneur corner and also some really cool free gifts for anyone that decides to take advantage of getting their booth at the 2012 Expo coming up in Chicago, May 19 and 20. So, Rich, we're back. And what were some of the challenges that you faced in terms of creating success?
Well, just starting off, capital is number one. You got to find great ideas, but what I've learned is that when you actually have a great idea, money actually finds you. Enough people will that hear about your business model or, whatever it is you're trying to sell, widgets, what have you, or service. If your model is good, if your business is set up correctly, capital doesn't seem to be a problem, as time goes on. So I think surrounding yourself with good people, obviously when you start a business and you're kind of you're the one-man show to start. You're the secretary, you're the accountant, everything you need to do, you have to do yourself because you probably don't have funding to hire all these, great people around you. But, that's the key is finding good help, finding good consultants, if you will, good attorney, good accountant, so that you start your business off correctly and, it doesn't come back to bite you, a couple years down the road when you thought you should have been doing things one way and, legally you weren't set up the proper way.
Well, I just want to let everybody know, too, that, we are so supportive of what Rich is doing. And, of course, we're on a very similar track in terms of helping people acquire capital, create more success, great learning programs. We offer the Rainmaker program all over the world now, multiple language, multiple countries, all designed to help people, number one, become the great leader, number two, to get all the systems to run that business on, and of course, number three, become accountable, which means get focused, get organized, become successful. No matter what happens, when you are on path and you're on purpose, you will literally find that the vision in your life will literally pull you to that success. it was neat actually, as we have many, many guests on, and we got lots of super entrepreneurs that are on, but it comes back to doing the basic things and doing them very, very well. And obviously at this conference, let's kind of finish with this. I'm going to talk to some more, because I know you're going to actually speak at the conference also and give some of your insight and wisdom. But what are a couple other great tips that you could leave the group with this? To, number one, why should they be there? And what are the things that they're going to leave with?
Well, I think they're going to leave with a new education on the current economic system. So, the way we did business even a few years ago is completely changed. I mean, people are more resourceful now. People are watching the bottom line, the pennies. When money was a lot looser, let's call it the 05, 06, when it was easier to get, and, not to say it was necessarily cheaper interest rate-wise, but definitely easier to obtain. Okay, we all know that through real estate, through, going out and getting a car. I mean, you could sign away your life as long as you had a decent credit score and pretty much buy whatever you wanted. Well, it's not the same anymore with that. So I think, people have to come and find new ways to, increase their lines of credit through banks, through, like you said, VC, venture capitals, and it really take away what technology has taught us over the last few years.
So at this event, they're going to get all that stuff. So once again, this is a great time. Mark your calendar. You definitely have to be at the 2012 Expo. It is going to be off the charts, amazing, great contacts, great chemistry, wonderful people, great education, and you're going to leave with the keys. What are the keys it takes to create even more success in today's economy? And Rich, thanks so much for being on. Obviously, this is a great time to invest in your success. Go to therainmakershow.com, order your tickets today, invite your whole office. It will absolutely change your life. Look forward to seeing you, having you, and talk to you next week. Once again, thank you so much. It's Bill Walsh. We're here at therainmakershow.com.